Hello everybody, this is Tom from Waylay. In this demo, I'm going to show our integration with FLS Visitour for proactive field visit scheduling, specifically to guarantee asset uptime in industrial environments. The demo is going to look like this. So we have one or multiple critical production robots at a remote customer site who are sending live telemetry into the Waylay platform. The Waylay platform itself runs real-time asset health monitoring and automation rules that are going to assess the performance of the asset. And if the asset is predicted to go down, we are going to automatically create a high priority maintenance visit for that asset. And we're going to do that in the FLS Visitour application using their APIs to schedule a proactive field visit. So here we have a particular production robot whose data is coming in. And as you can see, the various telemetry that we receive. Specifically, we're going to focus on the motion drive current. So if we explore that, we're seeing that this motion drive current is currently behaving like this. And we will have a proactive monitoring rule that is basically monitoring the behavior of that motion drive current to detect anomalies. This rule is basically going to run on a continuous basis and continuously evaluating the received motion drive current and calculate particular KPIs, and we call them Six Sigma KPIs, to check for outliers. These algorithms that are being used here are standardized algorithms. In this case, we are going to check any point that is greater than 3 sigma versus the mean. We are going to consider that as an outlier, right? So here we are checking for outliers, and we are basically forwarding that to the next node, which is a condition node that is checking whether maintenance has already happened, yes or no, and whether anything is planned in that regard. Okay, if there's nothing planned, then we will create an alarm. This alarm will stay within the Waylay platform, and we will also, first of all, determine the geolocation of the robot using the FLS geocode API that gets us a X and Y coordinate on the globe. We will extract that from the message, and then we will make a call to the FLS server to schedule immediately a maintenance job. Okay, so we are basically configuring this plugin like this. We have a username password that we have stored into our system to connect to the server. That will be a SOAP API call that is basically scheduling an emergency maintenance activity for the robot using function code number 2. The external ID will be the Waylay ID for the robot, and we will also fetch the customer information from the metadata that we have in the Waylay platform. I'll show that in a minute. Ultimately, when the appointment has been scheduled, we will also store that in the metadata of the robot. So what is this metadata about? Well, let's have a look back at our robot. So here we go. So this is the metadata that belongs to this robot. So it has a particular location in Great Britain, in this case, in London. There's no maintenance activity planned at the moment. Our customer that this belongs to is customer 1. And we will use this information now to to basically schedule that maintenance visit whenever we detect an anomaly. Okay, so let's do this right now. So we're basically going to run this rule into debug mode to kind of make it easy. And let's have a look at the logs. All right, so what we're going to do is normally this rule runs in a periodic fashion. So we will change that to one-time execution. We will select our robot to run this rule against. It's our production robot. And let's kick it off. Okay, so the rule should start momentarily. There we go. So we see how the rule is currently processing the logic. So it has looked into the historical data, has determined that there are outliers. We've actually created an alarm already. And we're now at a stage where we are basically making a call to the FLS Visitour for a maintenance job that has returned, and we now actually finished the rule right now. So that basically means that an alarm has been created, a field visit has been created, and a Slack message should have been created as well. So let's have a look. Let's refresh our metadata here. Well, it already happened. So we have our maintenance activity that has been scheduled. So here we basically see that an appointment has been made for today. So it's an emergency maintenance activity. And a person has already been assigned, Stacy M. Okay, so let's have a look at the alarms. Which one have been raised so far? Well, there we go. So we've detected a motion drive current anomaly. So this alarm was just raised right now. So it was last triggered 25th of November. That's today. And let's have a look at our Slack message as well. So here we have our bot channel. So let's scroll down. Well, there we go. So here we are notifying the maintenance crew that a proactive maintenance job has been scheduled as an emergency action for our production robot. It has happened right now, and it's automatically assigned to Stacy because we've detected an anomaly in the motion drive current, and that's typically a sign that the asset will fail if not attended to. Let's take a look at the FLS Visitour dashboard to see our scheduled maintenance job. We see the job scheduled for the full maintenance crew, and yes, FLS has accepted the job and scheduled it at the most optimal time given the cost, priority and workload of the maintenance crew.